Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a general collective reading for our 1/11 portal. So January 11th, today, the day I'm doing this reading, is a very special day about self-sufficiency and independence. But I'm going to go ahead and break it down. So in numerology, the number 1, or the essence of this number, is originality, independence, and self-assertiveness. In the Tarot, 1 is represented by the magician, the creative genius within us all, who's brimming with confidence as he puts his plans into creative action. 11 is a master number, okay, so we don't break this number down. It's extremely spiritual and powerfully evolved. It also represents the duality that we experience in the world, and it's particularly important for those of us on a twin flame journey. So 111 is a portal that activates our creative genius, the spiritual power that informs our being, and is a powerful day of manifestation. So let's go ahead and jump into this. I'm going to ask that you guys like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and check out the description box for ways you can get a private reading. And let's go ahead and see what messages we have for this very powerful 111 portal day. Messages for the collective, please. 7 of Crystals. Ooh, you guys have been working hard. Patience, planning. Messages for the collective, please, for this 111 portal day. Remember, almost nearly all the planets are direct at the moment. 2 of Crystals, you guys have made a decision. There's a brand new beginning. I'm feeling this has a lot to do with career and finance, you guys. Many of you guys are really sort of moving into your life's purpose, or if you've been like working on a side hustle or a spiritual business or something that you're really passionate about, I'm really seeing that in my mind's eye, that it's really rooting and growing, and many of you are going to be experiencing financial success as a result of that, following your heart and following your passions. All right, but let's go ahead and get more into this. All right, so we've got the Chariot in reverse. So many of you guys may have been feeling stuck, but the Chariot is one of the most powerful major arcana cards here, and it doesn't stay stuck for long. So some of you might have felt like no matter what you've been doing, you've been pressing up against a wall. You just can't seem to have a breakthrough. All right, in your surroundings, we have the Star in reverse. So something here does need to be healed. But I do feel as if this energy in the reverse is really talking about the Capricorn period that we're coming out of. And during the age of Aquarius, there's going to be this forward movement. There's going to be this healing, that you are on the right path. There are blockages being removed, and there's a lot more going on behind the scenes than you may recognize. I also feel as if with the Star card, I'm really getting a message that you may be receiving unexpected help or advice that's going to really help you. What's been blocking you? The 5 of Cups. So there's a real need here to shift your focus. Many of us may have been focusing on what has been lost, or the difficulties that we're faced with, or the obstacles that are in front of us. And Spirit's really asking us to shift our focus to that 2 of Cups, that we're not seeing all of the things that we have. Again, some of you guys are coming into a beautiful partnership, whether this is in love or whether this is in business. And again, it could just be co-creating with Spirit and trusting your angels and your guides and the signs and the synchronicities that you guys are receiving. And you're really going to be coming out of this sadness and this sorrow, and no longer focusing on what it is you've lost, but where you're going and what it is you want. And that Chariot is, I just see it right now. Even if you feel like your wheels are spinning, you're moving full force ahead after this 111 portal. So you have the 5 of Swords in the base of this reading. So the 5 of Swords is, coupled with the 5 of Cups. There's been a lot of conflict. There's been a lot of fluctuation. There have been a lot of changes for the collective, or it could be in your personal situation. But the 5 of Swords, what I'm seeing here is I'm seeing a victory for you. So the Five of Swords can often be, you know, a card of winning at all costs. It might be bullying. It could be manipulation. You know, it could be people who aren't being quite nice to you. But what I'm seeing is you putting yourself first, doing what it is you need to do, and moving through, you know, this sense of loss, you know, kicking the idea of, you know, everybody else wins, I don't, and really putting yourself first for a victory and aligning with a victory here. In your recent past or in the past, we have the Ace of Swords in reverse, so a lot of confusion, wanting to start a new beginning, but maybe not sure if it's the right time or if it's the right decision for you to make. And we have the Queen of Wands in the, you know, coming in from above, what you guys are thinking about. Many of you guys, this is a very entrepreneurial energy. The Queen of Wands, she's fantastic. She's creative. She's sexy. You know, she's not afraid to be vulnerable either, because she just truly, really trusts herself, and she attracts the people and the situations that she needs or that she wants, but she's not putting in extra effort. It's not that she needs to work harder. She's working smarter, and she's got this innate ability, this spark within her that people and situations are just drawn to. So I see you guys really being entrepreneurial here. For those of you where this is about career and finance and where you have felt really quite stalled, something here is being healed. And it could be the way that we talk to ourselves. It could be these past hurts and disappointments. It can also be something that's been passed down to you through your ancestral line, but you're clearing those blockages. The Queen of Wands, for those of you in a relationship, this is powerfully attractive. You know, the person that you've been trying to manifest is moving towards you. And if you're already in, you know, a partnership or you know, and you just weren't sure exactly where this is going, this is telling me here that everything is going to become clear, and everything that happens that you are attracting is for your highest good. All right, we get Serenity, we get the Hermit card in reverse. So for those of you who have been trying to attract love here, I don't see you being single for very long. The Hermit card is also an energy of, you know, the student now becomes the teacher. So all of these life lessons that you've been learning, you guys have really channeled that. You know, you're learning where to channel your energy, how to channel it into creative opportunities, or even into healing, you know, healing yourself. And this is paying off in a huge way, where you guys are going to be inspiring others, where you're going to be teaching others through action, okay? And where, you know, now these life lessons have been learned, that you are now on top, okay? I love this energy. So you guys are showing up as the Judgment card in reverse. So many of you guys are not looking back. I love this energy, but there's a tendency here with the Judgment card in reverse to be a little bit too difficult and judgmental with yourself. I'm not even picking up with other people. Really, you know, taking a look at this time where things were stalled for you. And maybe even with this Five of Swords energy, blaming yourself, saying, you know, I can't believe I made this mistake, or I let this person or this situation into my life. I should have learned this lesson. But Spirit's saying you're exactly where you need to be. And sometimes it takes releasing someone or something 1,000 times before we actually get it right. But it takes that much for you to get it right. And so Spirit's saying, you know what? You're on the right path. You're following your calling. You're in this extremely creative energy where you're going to manifest success and love and abundance. So you have the Two of Swords in your surroundings. So many of you guys definitely have had a lot of resistance, either from people, maybe in your particular relationship, in your job, in your situation. Many of you may have felt at a crossroads because you actually were, and that's a source of the confusion. And that's also why Spirit's coming through here to say, hey, don't be so hard on yourself. There has been resistance, but a lot of the resistance here has to do with the fact that no matter what choice that you were going to make was going to lead you to something very, very successful. Because we have two Aces of Swords. So it's like if she chooses one, you know, yes, she might lose the other one, but it's still going to take her on the path that she was supposed to be on. Your hopes and your fears. Many of you guys, this is about love. This is about soulmate union. Many of us, again, with this Five of Swords energy, may have even given up on the idea of love, or the fact that we were meant or we were cut out for love or loving relationships. And part of our fear is about finding the one, and then this scarcity complex of immediately losing them. So what I'm seeing here is that many of you are attracting love and partnership. but you're a little bit worried about your past experience because it hadn't worked out for you. Spirit's saying that's all different. For those of you, again, you have someone that's going to come towards you with this Virgo energy in reverse. You're not going to be single for very long, or if you guys are in separation, again, you're attracting this very sort of passionate reunion or renewal of this relationship here with the Judgment card. Many of you thought that it was over for good, or that, again, you just weren't cut out for it. Spirit's coming through here to say you absolutely are. When it comes to business and when it comes to like financial prosperity and those sorts of things, you know, some of you may have been worried about entering into a partnership, because sometimes partnerships are difficult, especially if we've been burned in the past. But Spirit's asking you to really trust in what's going on, trust your intuition, and at the very least, and this is not like a very least moment, but you're co-creating with Spirit to really create what it is that you've been asking for, and more balance and harmony and abundance in your life. All right, we get the Four of Swords in reverse. So this is really telling me what needed to be healed is going to be healed. And you guys are going to be coming out of any sort of isolation. The Four of Swords and the Hermit, both of these cards in your final outcome position, tell me for those of you with love and relationships, that you're not going to be single, or you're not going to feel alone for very long. There may have been a really deep heartache or disappointment, and again, this could be something that was passed down to you from your ancestral line, that you have had the strength, and again, the Chariot card is about a spiritual warrior, that you guys have had the strength to heal and to clear, and that's going to really take you out of any sort of state of stasis or not moving. For some of you, this is about somebody coming towards you, and you're no longer going to be alone. This beautiful partnership really, truly is yours. For career and finance, all of your life experience has really made you the master, made you the teacher, no longer the student, even though we are always students. And the Four of Swords in your final outcome is telling me that you're going to be coming out of the shadows, you're going to be coming out of isolation, and you will receive a lot of recognition and reward as a result of this healing, as a result of channeling your creative energy. I love this for you guys. We have the Ace of Cups in reverse, so many of you guys are feeling drained. This could be because of the pandemic. This could be about everything that's been going on in 2020. And as we move into 2021, it's really about, emotional fulfillment and filling up your cup. We have the Three of Wands here, so you guys have been waiting for this, and some of you may have even lost hope because it seems so far away, or it's been like you've been seeing, sensing, and feeling it coming towards you. But again, the length of time that it was taking might have gotten a little bit frustrating, but Spirit says this is absolutely coming, so don't worry. The Six of Swords in reverse, someone or something may be coming back to you. Again, with the Judgment card in reverse, if this is career success, or this is relationship, or this is just love in general, or a particular person, you may have given up hope, and it really sort of created an anxiety, but you're moving out of it. You're learning to trust yourself. You're learning to be happy no matter, what circumstances you might be under, okay? And this is about peace of mind as well. The Page of Crystals, again, there's a little bit of a lack of self-confidence, something that you may have started. It wasn't coming to fruition, and I feel like it was taking so long. But that was part of the lesson, Spirit is saying. And with the King of Cups, he's holding these Two of Cups. He's no longer afraid of these two cups. He's no longer afraid of being vulnerable. He's no longer afraid of, of filling up his own cup. He understands that he needs to fill up his own cup in order to have another cup, right? This first one needs to be full before he can go and get another one. This is about love, and this is about partnership, and many of you guys are coming into a very, very loving soulmate union here. But I also see that this cup, he has these two cups that are waiting to be filled. So he's also open to receiving. So he's moving out of this masculine energy of having to do, having to make more, having to create more, and more into this feminine energy of, you know what, now it's time for me to receive, because you really have put in all the work here. The Empress energy embodies this whole reading. Okay, this Libra Taurian energy is opening yourself up to receive, really creating the wealth and the abundance, the relationship, the union, the happiness in your life that you truly deserve, because you've been working on this for such a long time, and Spirit does want to come in and reward you here. I love this energy. So let's go ahead and see what the angels have to say for, what messages the angels have for us here. Ooh, that one went flying. Your first message here is release. Let go and focus on what is positive and uplifting. And so I did talk about that shift in perception there for you guys. And, you know, and this is the work that you've been doing. Many of you have been working with law of attraction. But again, many of you guys are learning to be happy no matter what circumstances you find yourself in, or no matter what people are doing. And the people that you're energetically connected to, you're committed to uplifting and up-leveling yourself, okay? Which is also helping the collective, but you're not as affected by other people's decisions and actions. We have perfect timing. So divine timing is at work here. Ordained by the angels, it's never too late or never too early. Everything is unfolding exactly when it's supposed to. So there were some tough life lessons here, and we see that with the Hermit card in reverse, where you may have gone within and had to do a lot of shadow work, a lot of soul searching. All right, and then we get Angel of Action. Take action toward your destiny. We see that in the near future, and we also see that in, you know, in a much more distant future, that it's time to take action. The time for, you know, going within, I mean, we always have to do that to some certain degree, but the time for action is now. And you're, you know, and if it's not this second, you're going to know, you're going to trust your inner wisdom. You're going to know exactly when it is time. And look at that. Look at all of these butterflies. You're surrounded. These are the people, the energies that are around you, helping you and supporting you on this absolutely beautiful transformation. Okay, we get self-fulfilling prophecy, so take steps to diminish your worrying. Know it is going to be okay, and so it is. And that's perfect because it falls right on top of that Five of Swords. And it also talks about just shifting your focus, and many of us are learning to move through this. That worrying doesn't really get us anywhere. And it's also, you know, the thoughts and the energies that we send out into the universe that become our reality. So we're shifting that focus. It's beautiful. All right, and we get Archangel Raphael. Raphael helps you heal in mind, body, and spirit. So this beautiful healing that's taking place. And again, many of you guys are healing deep ancestral wounds that were passed down to you that either have to do about receiving love or abundance, okay? So it's a beautiful energy here. At the bottom of the deck, I just wanted to show you guys miracles out of mistakes. Use your mistakes to inspire and empower you to face brighter days ahead, because that's what's coming. Brighter days are certainly ahead, you guys. All right, so the next card I'm going to pull for you guys are from the True Love reading cards. These messages can be for those of you in a soulmate union or trying to call in love, but they're also just such powerful messages that we can apply them to our situation. So let's go ahead and see what else comes through for this 111 portal. Messages for the collective, please, for this 111 portal. Okay, we get the silver waterfall. This is beautiful because this is about a detox and a cleanse. And I feel as if many of us coming out of 2020 or moving out of Capricorn and into the age of Aquarius, this is exactly what we're doing. We're taking inspired action. We're releasing the old ways of being, that sort of top-down structure, the idea that we have to do more in order to receive more, whether that's in business or whether that's in love. And we're really getting a cleansing and a healing with this energy. I love those two parrots on this on that card as well, because it does speak to that Two of Cups, that energy. You're aligning yourself with love and with unity consciousness, and this is what's attracting your person towards you, or a renewal, or just a strengthening of that relationship. So we have the distorted feminine. So again, I feel like this is the energy. We can see her moving through. She's in the same energy as this waterfall. So the distorted feminine is basically this experience of moving out of Capricorn into the age of Aquarius, where the feminine collective is releasing that baggage and releasing, you know, what has been passed down to her, oppression and conflict. The distorted feminine is about receiving, but the way that we receive is by filling up our own cup, not needing it necessarily from other people, not necessarily exerting force or manipulation, okay, or some sort of emotional blackmail to get what we need, but it's about really being balanced within. Okay, this is about unnecessary drama. This is a need to sort of fight. This is a need for attention, but it's negative attention, and we're no longer doing that. And we see the divine feminine taking the lead as we move into the age of Aquarius. It's beautiful, beautiful energy. All right, we have the Divine Feminine. So there we go. I'm going to keep it right there. The Divine Feminine really stepping up, healing and cleansing and clearing past hurts and disappointments or any wounding that's been passed down through the ancestral line. That does really keep coming through, you guys. And the Divine Feminine, look, she's got this one parrot on her shoulder. And we see after this cleanse and after moving through this period, coming out renewed, you know, we see that union there. So that could be the balance of, you know, the masculine and the feminine within, but again, coming into unity consciousness and attracting that perfect partner or strengthening your current relationships. We have creativity. So again, we have two people here coming together in a beautiful partnership to create the reality, the life, the love that they want. The Queen of Wands energy, she's about that creative energy, and this is what Spirit really wants you to focus on. Take inspired action to do what you love and bring that love into everything you do, whether it's doing your taxes, whether it's playing with your children, whether it's driving to work, or what it is that you do for money. I see many of you also receiving sort of a burst of confidence and really allowing your talents and your hidden gifts to shine here, okay? We also get Yin and Yang, beautiful. So for many of you guys, this is just confirmation that you are either currently with your person, with your soulmate, or this energy is coming back to you or towards you. You need to trust your intuition that this balance is so important. But it first takes you refilling your cup, just like we saw with the King of Cups. In order for him to receive another cup, his first cup has to be full. And that's exactly what's going on. For those of you who are on a twin flame journey, because the number 11 definitely speaks to the polarity that we see in the universe, black versus white, light versus dark, masculine versus feminine, that sort of thing. The twin flame journey that you are on, you do need to trust that, okay? And that this is that, and I just lost my train of thought here completely. I just went totally blank. Sorry about that. But for those of you on the twin flame journey, this is a very important day for you to set your intentions. And again, that either this energy is, for many of you, this energy is already in your lives, but for some of you, it's the energy that's moving towards you, and finding that emotional balance within is going to be imperative. All right, and then we get the garden. I love this energy because the garden here is exactly what we're doing and what this whole reading is about. The garden is about tending to your inner garden, whether you're feminine or whether you're masculine. If you've been waiting for somebody to ride in and save you, or to make you happy, or to make you comfortable, you know, Spirit's saying it's important that you tend to your own garden, because that's exactly what's going to attract this energy. What you're putting out is what you're going to get. And if you're not taking care of yourself, how can you expect somebody else to take care of you? Okay, so when I say that, it doesn't mean that there aren't people, that there isn't sort of a reciprocal relationship, that when you're doing well, you know, or when you're not doing well, that nobody can take care of you. But it's about this constant energy of, you know, tending to the details, making sure that you're resting, make sure that you're drinking enough water, making sure that you're setting healthy boundaries. Okay, making sure that you're finding an inner balance. In doing so, you know, the garden is going to attract the appropriate gardener. Okay, there's going to be this meshing and this combining and this beautiful energy. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and pull a few more cards for you guys. I love this because I feel like many of you have been tending to your own garden, and this is why we see this transition from the distorted feminine to the divine feminine. It's kind of like you're pulling out all the weeds, seeing things for what they truly are, and it's just going to be such an uplifting experience, not only for you, but everybody that you're energetically connected to. All right, so we get the Sacral Chakra. Yeah, so many of you guys, this does speak to the intimacy between you and your person. Many of you may also have a blocked Sacral Chakra, okay? So it's important to really work on that, and that would be this fits in perfectly with the distorted feminine. When our Sacral Chakra, that is the feminine energy within our body, and it doesn't matter if you're masculine or feminine, that there may be a block here, okay? And it may be blocking you from intimacy. All right, we get Seek the Truth. So we get the Seven of Swords. Beautiful. So the Seven of Swords is telling me that there may have been, and especially as you know, what has been passed down to us through history. And since we've been, you know, the systems and the structures that are now sort of coming apart as we move into the age of Aquarius, we're going to start seeing things for what they truly are. We're also going to be seeing our own actions, how they were really taking away from us, or the relationships or the energies that we were allowing into our lives, how they were depleting us of time, energy, love, or money. And I love that clarity that we see in that card. Okay, and then we get the Lover's card. So absolutely, I mean, this truly is a beautiful reading. And those of you on a soulmate or twin flame journey, this energy is either currently in your life or it is going to be very shortly. The work that you have been doing, Spirit says, don't give up. Okay, don't lose faith. This was meant for you. So we do see the Three of Pentacles. So this is a coming together. Everything is working out in perfect timing. But also, again, reaching out to others. So some of you may be getting energy work done. Some of you, you know, may be reaching out to friends and family. Some of you may be reaching out to somebody that you're in separation with, but you feel an extremely strong connection. And I do see some sort of sexual encounter here that may also, not to say that that's the only way to unblock a sacral chakra, but I definitely see that happening for some of you. Some of you are also have been putting in the work, okay? And as a result of tending to your garden and putting in the work, you're drawing in this love. And you're also seeing things for what they truly are. Dedicated effort, yeah, Eight of Pentacles. So many of you guys, you're going to find yourself calling in a partner or strengthening a current relationship that you guys are really going to put in the work. This is something for the long run. This is a true love. This is something where you guys really share the same vision and you want to build something together. And we see this beautiful artist making a painting. He's very meticulous. You know, he's putting all of his energy into this stability, into making things work. So there is no sort of quick and easy fix here, but I also feel like this is the energy that you've been in, and you've put in a lot of work to also see things that aren't working and to see the truth here with the Seven of Swords, seeing what was taking from you rather than adding to you, and having the strength to set boundaries and move away from people, situations, or energies that don't sort of uplift you and don't sort of add to your life. The Eight of Pentacles for me is also just reinforcing the messages here about ancestral wounding and healing, because oftentimes this is talking about the generations, the things that have been passed down to us. And many of you, your life purpose, or not your life purpose, but part of your purpose of being here as a spiritual warrior is to heal and clear the things that people that came before you weren't able to. And finally, we get the Fool. I love this. It really couldn't get better, you guys. This is a brand new journey. Her heart chakra is wide open. She's trusting the universe. She's excited. Okay, this energy, a new journey in love, even if you've been with somebody for ages. For many of you, if you've been single, this love is coming towards you. And whether this is about love and relationships or not, this new journey, this age of Aquarius, along with this 111 portal, the intentions that you set are absolutely going to come to fruition. But you have to trust, and you have to be willing and open to all of the possibilities. Spirit is saying the possibilities here are endless, and especially if we allow ourselves to receive what it is we've been working so hard for. And this can be very difficult because we have those neural pathways that have been created that tell us that either we don't deserve, or we have to work harder, or put in more hours, or we have to give more in order to receive. And we're really making a concerted effort to see through this and to do things differently so that we can bring balance and success into our lives. All right, for those of you where this is a love journey, I'm just going to go ahead and pull some romance angels. All right, so we have forgiving and learning. So many of you guys are coming. This is, you're forgiving yourselves. Many of you are also forgiving your parents, forgiving also because I do just keep picking up on, you know, this is something in your ancestral line that's been passed down to you. You're forgiving yourself because you realize you've done the best you can with what you've had, and how you learn to love, how you learn to give and receive, whether that's love or that's finances. But you're going to experience more love in your present moments as you release and heal. All right, we get chemistry. So there's a strong magnetic attraction here. This is between you and your soulmate. But this is also a reminder of the law of attraction, that what you put out is going to be what you put out into the universe, you are going to attract. So really pay attention to that vibration. All right, and we go let go of control issues. This is beautiful. So letting go of the old way of thinking, the letting go of needing to micromanage. With law of attraction, remember, we can set our intentions and we have to meet spirit halfway, or we have to meet the universe halfway. But if we try to micromanage how things happen, when they happen, with whom, you know, or a particular person, then we can stymie or even stunt or stop these manifestations from coming into fruition. So Spirit's saying with this next to the Garden card, and then also with the Feminine, allow things to unfold naturally and be grateful and happy for what you are going to receive, because it will make you very happy. All right, we're just going to pull a few more messages for you. All right, we get fearless. So have courage, have strength, be fearless and bold. You deserve all of the beauty and wealth and love that's coming towards you. And then we have innocence. Beautiful. So I love this with the Fool card, because you're starting a brand new journey here, you guys. You're starting a brand new beautiful journey. So take a beginner mind to this. You know, love as if you've never been hurt before. You know, go after your passions and your dreams as if you've never failed before, or you'd never been slighted or experienced an injustice before. What a beautiful message here on this 111 portal day. We're going to wrap this up with some goddess guidance. All right, we get bold. Look at that. So fearless. I said be fearless and bold. Unleash your adventurous side. Take risks and be daring. We're absolutely starting something new. For many of you, it's in a new love relationship, and where you were guarded and where you held back before, you no longer will be. And those of you who are partnered up, it's just strengthening this. But you guys are going to be trying different ways to make each other happy, okay, to make this work. But it's just going to come so naturally and effortlessly to you. All right, and then we get Butterfly Maiden. Beautiful. So you are experiencing enormous change right now, which brings great blessings. So don't fear this transformation, you guys. It's going to be different. It's not going to feel, look, or seem like anything we've done before, but it's going to be something that's really good. And then we get Artemis. You and your loved ones are spiritually protected. Beautiful. So there's protection all around you, you guys. So don't be afraid to take risks. Don't be afraid to love like you've never been hurt before. Don't be afraid to go after your dreams and your passions, because this is what you truly, truly deserve. You guys, I hope you found clarity and guidance in these messages. I love you so much. Thank you for listening. I hope you have a beautiful day. Take care.